Did you know that Henry Cavill could be the savior of Warhammer? As both producer and lead actor of Amazon's upcoming adaptation, he's not just playing a role, he's fighting to preserve the franchise's beloved lore. Before we dive deeper into this fascinating topic, if you're new to the channel and enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Fans are buzzing with excitement because if this show succeeds, it could kickstart a massive Warhammer cinematic universe that rivals the likes of the MCU and Star Wars. Behind the scenes, Amazon's initial plans raised eyebrows, but Cavill quickly took a stand against ideas that could ruin the source material. With his lifelong passion for Warhammer, he's determined to deliver a faithful adaptation, rejecting any changes that don't respect the lore. This isn't just about a show, it's about a community rallying behind someone who truly understands their passion and has already revived interest in Warhammer. It makes us wonder, what does this mean for the future of the franchise? Henry Cavill is emerging as a key figure in the Warhammer franchise. As both producer and lead actor of Amazon's highly anticipated Warhammer series, Cavill is at the forefront of what could be the franchise's greatest opportunity to gain mainstream attention. If the show succeeds, it could pave the way for an expansive Warhammer cinematic universe, potentially elevating the franchise to the same level of fame as the MCU, Star Wars, or Lord of the Rings. With so much at stake for Amazon, Cavill, and the future of Warhammer, his involvement is more crucial than ever. Initially, Amazon's plans for the series raised concerns among fans, as some ideas seemed to stray far from the established lore. However, Cavill has taken a firm stance against any alterations that could compromise the integrity of the franchise, ensuring that the adaptation remains true to its roots. This commitment to authenticity is precisely why Amazon brought him on board. Cavill is not just a well-known actor, but also a passionate gamer and lifelong Warhammer enthusiast. He frequently shares his love for the franchise on social media, connecting with fans and showing his genuine investment in the project. Despite his busy schedule as a Hollywood star, Cavill has immersed himself in the Warhammer universe, recently completing his campaign in the newly released game. This dedication is a testament to his deep love for Warhammer, which he has nurtured by collecting and painting miniatures, reading the novels, and playing the various games throughout his life. His recent announcement of this project has excited fans and highlighted the reasons for their optimism about his involvement. This is a problem that plagues countless adaptations writers and directors who don't seem to care about the source material they're supposed to bring to life. It's not uncommon to see them treat beloved franchises as stepping stones for their careers, focusing solely on profits rather than respecting the heart of the story or the fanbase. They push their own creative agendas, leading to poorly executed adaptations that completely miss the mark. We've all heard the usual phrases, "It's a fresh take our vision of the story," or the notorious "updated for modern audiences." These lines have become telltale signs that what we're about to see is an adaptation straying far from the essence of what made the original work special. It's a red flag that fans of many franchises have come to recognize all too well. But Henry Cavill? He's the complete opposite of that trend. He's not here to reinvent the wheel or push his own vision at the cost of Warhammer's integrity. Instead, he says things like, "I will respect the IP and I want to bring you something familiar." These simple yet powerful statements are becoming increasingly rare in the entertainment world, and they're precisely why fans are thrilled about his involvement. Henry isn't just some celebrity looking for a new role, he's someone who truly understands and loves Warhammer. His words echo the passion of the fan base, and that's a massive green flag. When you have someone like Cavill, who is both a diehard fan and the creative force behind the adaptation, it gives fans a reason to believe in the project. If there's one thing that has become abundantly clear from Henry Cavill's announcement, it's that Warhammer fans are incredibly passionate. In fact, they're far more passionate than even I initially thought. The reaction to his involvement has been overwhelming. Social media has been flooded with excitement. There are edits, posts, comments, tweets, and videos celebrating the future of Warhammer under Cavill's leadership. It's clear that this isn't just about a new show, it's about a renewed sense of hope for a franchise that many fans had started to lose faith in. Cavill's announcement has sparked something remarkable within the community. The Warhammer fanbase has seen a surge in new members, with many being drawn into the hobby for the first time. And for the loyal fans who have stuck with the franchise for years, some even for decades, this feels like a turning point. After years of watching beloved franchises stumble under the weight of poor adaptations, Henry's commitment to respecting the source material has brought back a sense of optimism that many thought was gone forever. This is why the announcement has been so emotional for some fans. It's not just about a new Warhammer project, it's about a long-awaited return to form, and Cavill is the one leading that charge. There's something special about seeing fans light up with optimism and excitement for an IP they love. Many of us can relate to that feeling, the anticipation that comes with the release of something we're deeply passionate about. or emotionally connected to. And in the case of Warhammer, it's even more remarkable because someone who shares that same level of passion is right there on set, both in front of and behind the camera. Henry Cavill isn't just acting in this project, he's calling the shots, making key creative decisions, and ensuring that the final product is something fans will be proud of. This significantly reduces the fear of Amazon or any studio ruining the adaptation, as has happened with countless other franchises. With Cavill as the producer, he has to sign off on every creative choice, giving fans a sense of security that their beloved Warhammer universe will remain intact. It's important to understand just how much influence Cavill has over this project. Amazon can't introduce anything into the show without his approval. And as we've already seen, they've tried. For those unaware, Amazon initially pressured Games Workshop into introducing female Adeptus Custodes and even tried to include female Space Marines to align with their vision for the show. However, Cavill is not on board with these changes. Like many longtime fans, he was outraged by the idea of female Custodes, a faction that has been exclusively male since its inception decades ago. The introduction of female Custodes would have been a significant lore retcon, which triggered massive backlash from the fanbase. Fortunately, thanks to Henry's involvement, Amazon's attempt to push these changes seems to have been thwarted. As I mentioned, Cavill's role as producer means he has to approve every single decision, and his lifelong love for Warhammer, especially for factions like the Custodes, makes it highly unlikely that he'll allow Amazon to compromise the lore for the sake of modern adjustments. In every interview where Henry discusses the project, he emphasizes how much this show means to him, how important it is to maintain the integrity of the source material, and his commitment to ensuring that the adaptation is accurate and faithful as possible. That level of dedication is rare, and it's what sets Cavill apart from so many others who have mishandled beloved franchises in the past. In a recent interview, Henry Cavill perfectly summed up why fans are so optimistic about his involvement in the Warhammer adaptation. He said exactly what every fan wants to hear from someone in charge of bringing their beloved IP to life. Amazon truly hit the jackpot by getting Henry on board for this project, though it seems they don't fully realize how valuable his input is as they continue to create challenges behind the scenes. Their efforts to include female Custodes and Space Marines while sidelining established female factions like the Sisters of Battle and Sisters of Silence show a misunderstanding of Warhammer's lore. Amazon is pushing for more female representation but finds the Sisters of Silence too quiet and the Sisters of Battle too religious traits they deem problematic. Rather than embracing the rich female characters that already exist in the Warhammer universe, they want to rewrite the lore to fit their vision. Thankfully, Henry Cavill stands as the gatekeeper, refusing to let them disrespect the source material with unnecessary changes. In many ways, Cavill is saving the very heart of Warhammer's lore. If this show succeeds, it could be the start of an entire Warhammer cinematic universe, introducing new audiences to the vast, intricate world that fans have loved for decades. The potential for this franchise to rival juggernauts like the MCU or Star Wars is undeniable, but only if it stays true to the lore. And the only one capable of pulling this off is Henry Cavill. It's fair to say that he has already done so much for the franchise by sparking newfound excitement and reigniting the passion of old and new fans alike. In many ways, he's already saved Warhammer just by being there to steer this project in the right direction. But what do you think? Can Warhammer reach new heights with Henry Cavill at the helm? Would you want to see it expand into a full-blown cinematic universe? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.